Welcome to my Creative Arts e-portfolio. Now, I was quite nervous when I found out we had to do 15 hours of art outside of uni, but I decided to use it to my advantage in order to improve my skills. I chose 3 arts that I felt needed improvement, which were dance, art and music. For dance, I joined my friend's Macedonian dance class where I learnt a lot about their culture and a whole lot of different dance that they traditionally do at weddings. Initially, I felt really uncomfortable and embarrassed, but it got better over time as we practiced and added music to it. Good with was timing, as a lot of the dances were quite fast-paced. The mix of the dances were quite smooth and very light moving. There was a lot of backwards and forwards use of space as well as moving in a curved pattern, as the dances are traditionally done in smaller and big groups. By the end of the 5 hours, I was super excited as I learnt all these new dances and I could now dance at my friend's wedding. Art form I chose was visual arts, and I enlisted my boyfriend's sister to help me with that.
Using is a pouring medium, and this pouring medium, it helps us to get like a liquid effect from the paint.
So I chose to do a marbling styled artwork using paint, which was good because there was no particular story, so I didn't have to worry about conveying any messages or anything, just how I was feeling, and it enabled me to really experiment with techniques and with paint. We focused more on dripping, spreading, swirling and building layers on the board in order to create texture, and we also covered up the paint that we had left over with Glad wrap in order to use it next time, which I didn't actually know that you could do, which would be helpful in the classroom to save resources. Here was just add little bits of paint in different spaces to make the artwork pop. Here I am going to varnish it, finish it off with this matte varnish that I've been given to use. I then decided to give it a go again by myself, using the same sort of techniques but also adding a few of my own, and yeah, this is me doing it now. Learned how satisfying it was to paint and relaxing, and I was really happy with my finished product, which you will see now. My last art form was music, which I always struggled with making. So I started off by trying to choose what music I wanted to make, and I decided to use the organ that we had in the storeroom and get that out and have a crack at Ed Sheeran's Thinking Out Loud. At first to read the sheet music until I decided to find sheet music with the notes actually written on there to make it easier for myself, as well as writing down the notes on the keyboard. The song has a slower tempo, which I thought would make it easier on myself. However, the melody does move up and down continuously, so I did struggle with that, and as you can hear, I'm not very good, and even at the end I still was not very good and could only do up to the end of the first chorus. I don't even think 10 hours would have been enough for me to finish the song, because I do still continue to struggle with music. However, I am proud of myself for giving it a crack, and yeah, I'm actually really proud that I can play the first part of Ed Sheeran's Thinking Out Loud to myself. I think if I had someone from the beginning that was already really good at playing the keyboard or the organ to help me, I probably would have picked it up a lot faster maybe, because YouTube wasn't that big of a help. But I think I'll keep trying because I do really love this song. And yeah. Ready for most of the final product. By engaging in the 15 hours of art outside of uni, it helped me take a step forward to fulfilling the professional standards for teachers, namely 3 standards. 6.1, as I identified areas of need that I needed improvement on and planned on addressing those needs through a variety of different experiences. Standard 6.2, because I undertook professional learning in dance, visual arts and music in order to improve my skills as well as my understanding of concepts, therefore again addressing those needs. And 2.1, where I gained an understanding of concepts and how I could possibly use my learning experiences to enhance my classroom practice from engaging in these different experiences. So that concludes my e-portfolio. Thank you for watching,